This video is not meant for children and is brought to you by support from Patreon. Hello, and welcome back. I am Maester Aelix, and this is Stellaris Empires. Before we get into things, I'd like to say thank you to everyone who hit that subscribe button, likes these videos, and of course watches more. I greatly appreciate it. Now, let's keep going. Alright dudes, today we are the Storm Chasers. There is no challenge that will not face, no lead they will fall in, there is no challenge that they will not face, no lead they'll fail to chase, nor storm they will ignore. As is the core, the civilization is seeking thrills to its benefit and to its detriment. And word of warning, if you play this race, your poor neighbors, oh my god, you are like a toxic blight upon the galaxy, which is why I made them Toxoids. But let's go into it. Alright, appearance, having made a couple test versions of this, I ended up choosing Toxoid because these guys are toxic to the galaxy. And it was either these little guys who are floating here, or these little guys on their little hoverboards, because, goddamn, being a tiny and storm chasers is hilarious. But I ended up going with these little blue guys, because there's no board, and this helmet is actually kind of really out of place and fugly. I do not like it. But so, these little dudes, however, oh yeah. Species names, we are the Chazarians, or the Chazarian, or the Chazaries, or Chazarian for the adjective. I went with Toxoid ones because, something about these ship names really called to me, plus the really cool, fun Oxyangs Fargil, Glimodine, Chadwack. You know, these names are hilarious, and I love them, and yeah, just awesome. As for traits are not the strongest thing this group does, so I went with Docile, just for that standard Empire size from Pops being down percent that I love so much. But, yeah, it's just, traits is not where this group excels. That'll be in other places. Alright, we went with a wet world because storms, and the toxic city stands out pretty nicely there. The homeworld name is Chad. The star is the bright thing. And random system is totally fine. Toxoid City in room number 6. I like 6 because it has this big star map, plus a big open window. It's like, dude, we should totally go check out the waves later. Storm Chasers. Alright. The leaders have the Storm Rider trait. These daredevil leaders live their lives one cosmic storm at a time. Audacious and bold, they enjoy a shorter lifespan and become less effective when put into council positions. Yeah. Unity from Pops when a storm is building, 5%. Cosmic Storm appearance chance within your borders, 100%. And Cosmic Storm technology research option chance plus 175%. We have access to the Weather Forecast map mode. The map mode visualizes any cosmic storms in the galaxy, with information on their effects, which is great. You're going to want to be in that a lot. And additional starting technologies, Cosmic Weather Modules. Through use of scientific weather models, we can track the movement of and formation of impending cosmic storms. And the planetary cosmic storm devastation reduction is by 33%, which is great. And all we need is to not be genocidal in our civics, which, that's fine. Alright. So, first we have Storm Devotion. We have the Storm Summoning Theater, and our species has Storm Touched. And our diplomatic weight, while capitals are affected by a cosmic storm, is up 20%, so this is great. Ever since ancient times, this society has been able to attract tempests through their rituals. Over the years, they combine technological innovations to enhance their efficiency. With the dawn of a space age, they now take this knowledge to the stars. Awesome. Astrometeorology. With deep respect for the forces of nature, this species goes great lengths to uncover the inner workings of environmental phenomena. As they set out across the stars, they take with them a particular interest in astrometeorology. Central to their ambitions are the most fanatic and potentially destructive of all astronomical events, the cosmic storms themselves. We can get the Astrometeorology Observatory, and our homeworld replaces its research lab with one. And if we get the Prime Forecaster, our astrometeorological output is up 2%, or if we go Storm Devotion, we can have the Grand Herald of Storms. Storm building upkeep minus 5%, chance of receiving cosmic storm technology research plus 5%, and cosmic storm related buildings upkeep minus 5%. I like both of these so very much, it's crazy. Plus the Storm Devotion Astrogeology, and the Storm Chasers. Oh yeah, we are going to be making this galaxy so much a worse of a place to live for everyone but us. Alright, so for our authority, I went with Dictatorial, and amenities usage down 2%, Edicts Fund plus 10%, and Ruler Experience gain plus 25% is very nice. And for our ethics, I went with Materialist because all of these have research fun and whoosits, so I want to get that research speed up just a little bit. We don't need to go full science nerds, but a little material helps. Plus, when we get around to having robots, they'll be a little cheaper. Xenophile, gain 50% more insights while observing a pre-ATL civilization, or available envoys plus 1. Now, this one said diplomatic weight. Well, diplomatic weight plus additional envoys is good. And Authoritarian. Our monthly influence goes up a little, but our worker pop resource output goes up. And which one was it? Was it the Origin? Yep. Planet Unity from worker jobs, storm buildings plus 5%. So we're just going to keep going with more and more Unity from those jobs. So that's another great layering. The only thing I see now is available for scientist. I'm going to want to change our leader when we get down to it, but that's easy enough. Alright, our voice.
I don't really have a lot to tell you. Governing the universe is actually quite easy, if you keep a clear head.
We are Toxoids, which is cool. And I kind of like this short little guy with this super deep voice. Funny. We are the Great Chazarian Regime, dudes. And our flag, I definitely wanted to have something clashing and kind of eye-hurty. So I got to this, was it round, almost storm-like one. And then with the blue and yellow crossing over the background, but not perfectly compared to the symbol. Yeah, I really liked that a lot. Plus, it carries over nicely into the ships. We got, the Toxoid ships, which have this base orange. So a lot of what we do isn't really going to be seen. But when you do see, it does help. The yellow is mostly in the pipes and lighting. So, the blue doesn't really matter other than on the flag, which is fine. It's fine. But yeah, these Toxoid ships are so interesting. Especially this, the science ship, the one you see most often. Just, look at that. He's just like a little snail. Anyway. We are Giga Chad, the Primarch of the Great Chazarian Regime from planet Chad. Dude, these storms are wicked. Color variant actually didn't really need to change because the other colors, while fun and interesting, are not the same as like stormy blue, and I like it. And I'm actually going to go change our thing to a scientist, but Eye for Talent is one. Oh, guess we can't because it's the wrong flavor. So I think we should be able to find something. Oh yeah, Eye for Talent. Yeah, we'll just do. I wanted this leader experience gain. We already have that to a small degree, so a little bit more. While we're not super leader focused like if other empires are or can be, I decided this little bit of extra XP won't go awry. Anyway, let me show you how I get started and with all the fun storm stuff we start with. What's life without a little rush? Burn fast and die radically. That's what's always been our way. When every trail blazed and even the tallest peak scaled, what's next? Our planet has always been in a stormy one, prone to tempests and deluges of all kinds. If we find ways to use these unique conditions, we have a chance to summon raging cosmic storms. Our legendary forebears have long since mastered the challenges of our homeworld. The time has come to blast off screaming into the void. It will not be easy, but as the old saying goes, only the bold can reach the horizon. Dude! So, before we get too far into things, I am going to point out this is another one of those things where a lot of the common dialogue stuff is replaced, subtly or not, with more unique and interesting dialogues, and I could not be happier because it is hilarious on all fronts. So, I see this. We start with Stormfall. Current progress 0 out of 750. Next month should be plus 10, but intense weather on Chad has revealed the exhilarating power of the storms. If we master the control of planetary weather, we could harness that knowledge on a cosmic scale, constructing storm-attracting buildings that will accelerate our progress towards the ultimate storm. We can have it chill, balanced, or shredding. So it's going to slow our research speed at the beginning, but we'll get our situation speed done faster. And this approach must be picked before the following reason. Tempest Brewing. Okay. But yeah, I definitely want to get this situation going as fast as I can. Here we are. Naturally occurring storms on Chad have shown up in the awe-inspiring power of nature, both thrilling intensity and of the tempest renewal that follows a path of destruction. Recently, weather stations across the planet have detected an extraordinary phenomenon, a network of superstorms poised to sweep across the world. Our scientists are calling it righteous serendipity. These rare tempests create the perfect conditions to witness something truly radical. Special project, Tempest Brewing. So let's take a look at that. Oh, 1,000 research? Do it! Alright. So we'll just get that started and we'll get going as soon as we can. So you know how I was saying we get some unique dialogue? The discovery of alien life. In the words of our scientists, get a load of this little guy. Alien life right there on Bust Him 2. These wild things will not be talking to us anytime soon, but at least we know that they're not alone in the cosmic journey. The galaxy is may just turn out to be rife with life forms after all. Excellent! Alrighty, well, we've got enough unity to get our first tradition. And since there's nothing particularly storm-based on any of this, any tradition you like, go for. I, of course, typically want to go for Discovery first. I like that science boost. It carries you through the whole game. I mean, it's percentage-based. So as you get better, it gets better. But all of them have their values here. Another one you may want to consider is Unyielding, because the star bases can help in certain cases. But, you know, not necessarily with the storms. But I'm going to start with Discovery. Alright, if completed Tempest Brewing, our scientists have discovered the secrets of storm manipulation. The storm power projectors are off the charts, and we're all here for it. Will be tested and found most worthy. Special buildings can serve as coordination centers, raising the storms. A building on Chad that increases the storm attraction will accelerate our progress towards the ultimate storm.
Research complete.
Alright, we got storm manipulation, which is great. Edicts, buildings, and star bases. So I'm going to start building those. Alrighty, so I'm building the Storm Attraction Center because it counts as research. I'm building a Storm Attraction Array on the starbase, and we have the Storm Attraction Field. So let's bring forth some storms. Alright, so as far as the storm storyline goes, I'm going to stop after this one because now it's a branching event and I don't want to spoil anything that isn't exactly on rails. The Advent. We have learned how to kickstart the tempestuous vibrations of Chad, shaping them into the ultimate experience, but we must decide which storm type is the most glorious. By injecting energy into natural storms, we can generate the conditions for an electric storm. Planetary core manipulation could reorientate the magnetic fields of Chad to get to rise of a magnetic storm. And finally, by revising the tachyon polarity of specific planetary sites, field changes can produce a gravity storm. Now, if you don't know what these are, that's fine. The game will tell you when it happens, and pick the one you want. I'm going to go with gravity waves because that sounds most excellent. Alright, so we finished our first tradition tree. We're going to our ascension perks. And again, there's no real specific storm-specific ascension perk here, so go with what you like. In this case, I'm going to go technological ascendancy, because technology good. Also, for those interested, I forgot to mention, if you go over here in the lower right-hand corner, they added the weather forecast map mode, and you can see what weather is affecting where and how it'll move. So any aliens over here is eventually going to get this electrical storm that we have. Well, that's the beginning of things, and of course there's more. If you look at my situation log, we have Stormbound, and just keep playing. This group is fun. They have that good attitude. I like reading what they're saying. And of course, just enjoy throwing storms everywhere. To the south, we just had they just had a war, and look, I somehow have a Hurricane Lumber Radiant Storm going on over there. I wonder how that happened. Anyway, I hope you all enjoy this Empire. They are radical little dudes, and they are so fun. So with that being said, here's where I'm going to say thank you all for joining me. I really hope you're enjoying this series as much as I'm enjoying making it for all of you. If you do, you know what to do, and that's to like, comment, watch 3 or 4 more of these to show the algorithms you really do like it. Feel free to click that subscribe button. It's a little click for you and a really big deal for me, and I greatly appreciate everyone who does. And speaking of people I appreciate, here are my patrons over at Patreon, link down below. And I'd like to give a special shout out to all my patrons who help make these videos possible. Aaron Smith, Brian Pelfrey, Chris Armstrong, Dennis Detman, Harry Thompson, and Mark Milius. Thank you all so much for your contributions. I wouldn't have this channel without you. Thank you very much.